Oh yeah, it's your boy Live Wire, and I'm back in the motherfucking building, baby. Yeah, so I'm back. It seems like it's a common occurrence. You know what the hell is today? Today is Thursday. Um, yeah, I guess this is one of the main days I have off. It's just shit is just crazy nowadays. I got a couple of projects, so I don't know. My time is just getting really, really tied up. But yeah, man, a good week. I mean, aside from the crazy Persona 5 weirdos that kind of rolled over from the podcast that we had on Friday, where K Mega was drunk out of his fucking mind and got us into this Persona conversation. And now, I had one conversation. They were talking about all the weirdo teacher and shit, and all these Persona guys came after me talking about. I was just like, yo, there's some pedo shit in the game. They're like, there's no pedo shit in the game. I'm like, yo, y'all are motherfucking bugging. There's definitely some pedo shit in the game. I had to fucking show screenshots, and then they were like, no, there's not. There's only a little bit of pedo shit in the game. I'm like, yo, fuck that. Fuck that game. Fuck that pedo shit. Y'all can have it. And then everybody who's like a huge Persona fan came after me and was like, no, there's not that much pedo shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't understand why. Like, look, if I make a statement and I'm like, yo, shit got pedo shit in the game. If you don't think that that applies to you and you're just like, I just like the game, then fucking like it and move on. You don't have to approach me about it. You don't have to fucking try to damage control why you like that game. I mean, but certain people just feel like they got to tell me why they. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, as long as you stay over there with that shit, I'm good. Just stay over there. Stay away from schools. Don't the rules. Your ass is on the sex offender list. Stay away from that shit. Well, other than that, I don't give a fuck what you do, bro. Just you know. But like these guys, man, they came out full effect. I knew there was a lot of those little motherfuckers out there. Yo, but that fucking man boy love society was coming after me hard. I was like, God damn. You and y'all persona shit. But anyway, man, enough of that bullshit. What have I been playing? Yesterday I was rocking out Sea of Thieves with Bone, fucking Flip Money and Neth, man. Yo, great times, man. Great times. We didn't really do that much because one, it took us forever to figure out how to fucking get on. Because like some of us we had to like basically we had to hard reset our Xboxes because there's something weird with the beta. Like your shit got to be clean. You can't be like in some other games sometimes for you to join in parties and shit like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's something up with the beta, whatever. But we finally got that shit in. Them motherfuckers was just crashing into everything. I mean, Jesus. It was like driving the Titanic out that bitch. Yo, I swear we done sunk at least 4 ships, and it didn't even take that long. I mean, one time I think we literally sunk. Well, the funny thing is, all right, the first ship we had, the shit didn't work. We were like stuck on the island for some reason. Like there was some other dude in our group. He like shipwrecked the ship, but it wasn't sinking because it was like stuck on the shore. So he just ran the fuck off. I don't know where the fuck he went, but he just ran the fuck off. Sorry, we're fucking stuck. We just was like, fuck this. Let's jump out and join another party. Then we had that whole debacle with trying to all sync up and get into the same party. But then we finally did, and for some reason we were looking like the Titanic out there, bitch. We was fucking sinking. Every other we only got into a few ship battles, but the ship battles never took us down. It was the fucking rocks. Like it's when you're playing Sea of Thieves, it's important that somebody keeps their eye on the rocks because those bitches will take you down, no doubt. Because there was one time we was trying to get away from this other ship, and you could just hear the fucking ship just scraping the bottom, like the bottom of the rock, and that's under the water for at least a good maybe 20 seconds. That shit was like, I was like, yo, sounds terrible. And then all of a sudden the ship is free, and then I think it was Neth was like, yo, y'all gotta go check downstairs and see if we got a hole. We went down there and Flip was like, yo, it's leaking. So we go down there to go fucking fill the shit up. By the time we even get down that bitch, yo, the whole first two lower decks is just flooded. It was just fucked. You were just fucked. Like, cannon fire is one thing, but that shit don't take you down as fast as some goddamn rocks. Them rocks will fuck you up quick. You gotta watch out for them bitches. Oh man, that shit is real. Yo, Jack, hey man, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. You might not agree, but it has pedo shit in the game. Now, is the game about being a pedo? No, but there's pedo shit in the game. That's undeniable. There's no getting around with it. I don't give a fuck if the guy's a villain or not. There's some pedo shit in the game. Now, me personally, I choose not to play some shit like that. That'd be no different. Playing with that personified, like, all right, if somebody doesn't want to play Gears because it's too damn bloody and gory, I can't turn around and be like, no, Gears isn't that goddamn gory. Fuck yeah, it is. It's fucking blood and guts everywhere. I can't lie to people and say it's not. It's in there. You might not agree. You might think it's trivial and think that what I'm saying is just, oh well, you're just going above and beyond to like complain about something that may not be that big of a deal to you, and that's fair enough because it's not to you. But you can't determine how I feel about it. I'm just saying, you just can't do that. If I say it's too much pedo shit, it's too much pedo shit. That doesn't mean they got to stop making the game and all that shit. But I'm just saying, I just don't fuck with it like that. Now, I mean, you fuck with it, then that's on you. I mean, for me, nah, I'm good. Not interested. I'll take a multitude of other games over that shit. I'm just not interested in. I just don't. I don't fuck with no shit like that. It's just nah, man. Fucking fighting a dude with his dick out. Nah, I'm good. Nah, you can have it. You play all those games. I'm not interested. Yo, what up, Mike? No. Look, listen, Jack. I'm not insinuating that the fan base has pedos in it. It definitely does. I'm guaranteeing you, there are a lot of motherfucking pedophiles in fucking Persona. I'm goddamn guaranteeing you that shit. I'm telling you, that shit is suspect. Y'all motherfuckers might want to hit me with that whole consent shit. Oh, well, the age of consent is different in Japan. Fuck all that shit. They are playing games to play with those little girls on purpose. You can't tell me otherwise. Man, come on, man. We can keep it funky. We know those Japanese games, shit, they got little girl simulators. We've seen Showstopper and myself have shown you videos. I've done fucking live streams where I show videos of guys doing VR schoolgirl shit. Right? They get the little fake schoolgirl outfits on and all that weirdo shit. And the guy's like, well, I don't know how old that Japanese dude was. He was like 40 something. I don't know. He was looking kind of old. And he was laughing like a schoolgirl, his goddamn self, about that fucking, shit. I was like, yo, this shit is wild. Now, you might disagree, and, I don't know. Look, man, you don't have to agree with me. I'm not telling you that you have to. All right? You could disagree, and that's fine. You might not see a big deal with it, and that's fine. All right? That's no different. To me, it's no different than somebody complaining about the religion aspect in Far Cry, and they feel that, They were like, oh, I forget what the argument was. It was like making uh, these evangelical radicals for that game. You know, basically saying like, oh, you know, instead of going the whole Muslim route that's been done to death, let's go with the evangelical, like, you know, what's that guy's name? Damn, I forget the name of that crazy ass motherfucker that took all those people to um South America and fucking poisoned their ass. Jim Jones and shit. Doing some wild shit like that, motherfucker. You know? I mean, it happens. You know, it's based on real life. You know? But people, you know, they complained about it. They didn't like the depiction of it, you know, and they said they'll boycott the game because of it. I can't tell them they shouldn't. That's, you know, hey, you know, it is what it is. But I would tell you this, more than likely, a lot of the people that are upset about it are probably very borderline Christian radicals. I'm just being honest. If you're not a Christian radical and you don't think of yourself being a Christian radical, then you're probably not looking at that game thinking that it's fucking true. I'm just saying. You know, it's not like Christians are being depicted in a poor light all the time. I mean, that's not the fucking case, you know. I mean, shit. We do a lot of Hollywood movies, and that's not one of them. You know, every time somebody attacks America, rarely, if ever, you know, do they, you know, believe in Christianity. It's just, it's either they're, you know, some Asian company or a country like Korea. I don't even say China. It's usually Korea, North Korea, and it's usually like Russia or fucking Pakistan or some shit like that. It's always one of those countries, you know, where the religion doesn't necessarily line up with the American so-called standard. That's all I'm saying. But like I said, you don't have to agree. I'm not forcing you to. All right, but anyway, man. What else I wanted to really, I didn't really want to get into that whole shit. But anyway, Xbox pre-orders. Yes. Amazing. I'm waiting for them. The Gamescom is around the corner. I think, wait, hold up. This is what week is this? This is like the 10th, right? Today's the 9th. Yeah, today is the 10th. Okay, so maybe no, not next week. The week after next week, I believe, is GameCon, like the 22nd. So I'm assuming that's when the pre-orders will come out. Now, we heard about the whole, you know, possible Amazon pre-orders. I don't know, you know, they were kind of sold out or whatever. Looks good. I'm kind of upset that I didn't get the opportunity to. I just want to pre-order my shit in Best Buy anyway. I'm not doing that shit on Amazon. I said, fuck the days where I got to wait for that shit to be mailed in. That shit sucks. Because you don't know when those motherfuckers are coming. And you be sitting home waiting all the goddamn day for a package that comes, that could come at 10, that more than likely comes at 5. I'll just be like, yo, what the fuck? That shit sucks. I'd rather just go be able to pick it up when I'm ready to go pick it up. So I'm picking my shit up from Best Buy, pre-ordered. Now, I don't think Best Buy does the midnight launch, but I might be mistaken. They might. They might. But I can't wait. I can't wait. The shit is going to be great. Actually, I was talking to a friend who's more of a PlayStation guy, and he's not, you know, Xbox isn't even on his radar. It's not on his radar now more than before. You know, he just likes PlayStation. He's content with it. And you know, the thing that I found interesting was, you know, him talking about the PlayStation Pro and saying why he didn't, you know, really think it was worth anything because he didn't see the difference between, you know, what he already currently had and, you know, the PS4 Pro. And I thought that was interesting, you know, because I think that's what Microsoft's struggle is. You know, they got to show the difference. You know, I know that they're just starting, but they at some point they have to show, you know, the real difference in what, you know, we're going to get, if we just stick with the S or, PS4 and what we're going to get with the X. Now, my thing is you don't really have to show a comparison side by side with the PS4 because that shit is not really doing anything more than the S itself. Yeah, it has better resolution, but that's about it. That's not really nothing to, scream home about. But yeah, man. Oh, hold up. What the fuck? Let's see. Let's see. Uh, what I wanted. Oh, now I wanted to bring up this lawbreaker shit. Now, this is a sad occurrence with this. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is it just deserved for Cliffy B to have his game flop on PC and PS4? I don't know. Because the thing is that, I mean, look, PS4, I just don't, I don't know. Like, there's not enough advertisement for it. I think the people that are interested in it are hardcore. Shoot, the guy like I just talked about is my friend that's on PS4 right now. He's currently playing Injustice. That's his shit right now. But he didn't really mention anything else. I mean, what the fuck? It's every fucking time. Hello. Hello. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. They call. Who knows what the fuck it was? I'm not here. Working. I'm available. They can call all day, every day. They never do. Once I want to do a fucking live, they always call. It's like clockwork, man. It's just fucking. It's god damn it. It's annoying as shit. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Lawbreakers. Sad. I don't know. It could get better. I mean, all right, let's look at it this way. It's not the only game that's struggled at launch. Doesn't mean it's gonna be completely shit. I think it's better than what's that called? Evolved. I don't think it'll fall into the pit that was Evolved. And I don't know if it'll do as bad as Battleborn. I mean, even though it's currently doing worse than Battleborn, but I don't know if it will stay consistently as bad as Battleborn, especially because Battleborn almost looks like a carbon copy clone of Overwatch. And I think that's what hurts Battleborn more than anything, to be honest. I think people feel it's the generic version of Overwatch, and that's why they struggle to buy it. Now, LawBreakers, I think there's enough there to differentiate it from Overwatch. The problem is, I don't know, man. I mean, it's not quite Overwatch. I don't like it doesn't have its own thing. I think that's the biggest issue. Like it has the whole anti-gravity bullshit, right? But you kind of experienced that in Titanfall. They already kind of been there, done that. Wall running isn't interesting that anymore, especially since Titanfall did it first and then Call of Duty followed it. So I don't know. They're in a tough spot. You got Call of Duty. Well, I forget what the new one is. Was it Call of Duty World War II? Whatever the fuck it's called. That shit comes out, and that's boots on the ground again. They basically, they knew what the trend was. Not that they copied Battlefield, because shit, they knew. But I mean, I don't know. This Lawbreakers is interesting. Maybe if it hits free to play, it'll do better. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, because it seemed like Fortnite was doing fairly well. LawBreakers looks good enough. Its server struggling. That sucks. That fucking sucks. And that probably hurts it a lot more than anything else. But yeah, because that shit went straight PS3 out that bitch. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's very weird though, because it doesn't seem like it added anything new to the game. So I don't even understand why that even became an issue. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe during the holiday. Fuck. You know what? It's an enigma. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that shit's gonna turn out. And it's not gonna, like, you would think it would have to catch fire right away just to avoid being trounced in the next few months. Because next month Destiny comes out in September. Once that happens, it's fucked. If it doesn't have a fan base by then, that shit's gonna be ugly. Because then after that, you're gonna have Call of Duty and Battlefront. You know, that shit's gonna take up a lot of time. You know, on the Xbox side, people are gonna be clamoring for some of the similar games, plus, Crackdown. So, at least Crackdown has its own shit. It got, its multiplayer has something different. Actually, with Crackdown, I had this real fucking dope idea. I was thinking, I forget who was in the chat with me, but I was saying how, like, for Crackdown, they need to do a demolition mode where your objective is basically to tear the whole fucking city up, but you basically cut it into 2 parts, or maybe 4, I don't know. But you just basically cut the city in half and be like, all right, y'all own this side, and this is your territory, and the other side is, so you basically, your whole objective is to just fucking blow up as many buildings. And it'll be like kind of like, in Battlefield where, when you have a location locked down, y'all, that's where you respawn. So that's basically what you would do. You would respawn at the building that's currently on the perimeter, and once that building obviously is blown up, you just respawn to the building behind it or to the left or right of it, whatever. But to me, that shit would be hot, man. Having a straight up demolition mode, and maybe putting your weapons in OP so it doesn't take forever to fucking blow up buildings. That should be hot. Let me see. Let me look in the chat real quick. So says Mike says I'm driving, bro, but I'm listening. What's up, man? we got Mike Conway and we got Mike Lugo. So what's going on, bro? Both of y'all. And we got who's next up in here, man. What's going on? Other Zinc was the first one up in this motherfucker. My bad. I didn't shout you out first, bro. And we got Mike Ado in here. That's what's up. All right, let's see. But yeah, man, like I said, LawBreakers, I don't know. It's a wait and see, but they don't got much time. That's the crazy part. I mean, it just launched, but it doesn't have much time to really rally a fan base because it's not really popping on PC. And that sucks. Because I think that's what really helped out Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six still had a strong presence on PC, even when it was kind of struggling on console. And then when it finally picked up on console, and it pretty much happened like the following holiday. Like the first year it launched, it didn't hit the MPD, but it was like a couple months later that game was on the MPD. So it was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Michael said LawBreakers will come to Xbox quicker. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, I don't know if they'll have a choice. I mean, they really might not have a choice. It might just have to come to Xbox sooner than they thought. You know what? That's the other thing. I don't know, because you know what? Sony might have inked a deal for a certain amount of time. So even if the game doesn't sell well, similar to like Street Fighter, maybe they just won't have it for a certain amount of time. Like, I don't know when the next time we're gonna get a new Street Fighter on Xbox. The Street Fighter 5 they're still making content here and there for that, even though that game didn't sell all that well. It's still considered a PlayStation 4 exclusive. So I don't know. But to be honest, the Overwatch, it was like a game. Like, yo, all right. Right now, I'm currently playing Titanfall. I think Titanfall is cool, right? Has mad guns. I think it's cool, but I also think it's missing something that Titanfall 1 had. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's something missing. Like it had, like some of its personality is missing from Titanfall. You know, the campaign is cool. I like that. I think that's what the one thing about that game that can keep a lot of people that aren't hardcore, super competitive gamers to play that game. Because some people, you know, like my cousin is not a huge multiplayer guy. He does like playing multiplayer, but it's just like he doesn't like playing it all the time. And when he got the first Titanfall, he had it for like maybe 2 weeks and then traded it in because he just wasn't a huge Titanfall, like a multiplayer guy. So he didn't like the fact that you go in there and get your ass whooped. You know, and so, you know, you got to pay your dues. You know, some like it'd be like the same thing if Gears of War. Imagine Gears of War didn't have a campaign, man. A lot of motherfuckers would not play that game just because that is a struggle. Like Gears is fucking hardcore. You have to, you know, take your lumps before you get decent at that game. It is what it is. Del Clay said Cliffy B should bend the knee. That shit crazy. You pulling the Khaleesi line on him. If he wants to come here, we'll take him back, but he must first bend the knee. Yeah, you know, I don't know if he has to do all that, but I mean, maybe give us an incentive. You know what? This is how I feel. Maybe give the Xbox gamers one of their icon characters in the game. I don't know about Master Chief per se, but maybe they put you know, show some kindness and throw the original Crackdown character in there, or Joanna Dark or something like that. Throw that up in the game. You know, that'd be a nice gesture. So in a ways that could be his form of bending the knee. What up, Chris Hughes? Let's see what's up in here. Mike Kane said, fuck him. Fuck him now. Well, hey man, this, you know, I don't know. Sometimes people look, grass looks greener on the other side. Sometimes it just does. You know, you think that the shit's gonna be popping, and you know, you probably looked at it, he was like, I look at it as like a people that get that record deal and they shit on their independent developer that they would, you know, they was over there, they making record for this independent company, and they're like, oh fuck that, I'm gonna go to, you know, I don't know what the fuck. Who's a big? I don't even know the name of these record companies. I don't know, MGM or some shit, whatever. Right? They go to one of these record companies and they give them this deal, and they be like, all right, and they don't give out $1 million deals no more. That shit is not happening. Like you got to have, for you to get $1 million deal, you better have some YouTube crazy followers, like something like you already make it, like they see you making almost $1 million on your own and shit. That's how you get $1 million from those motherfuckers. But you know, with that, it's just, you know, they'll do some shady shit. You know, like if your shit ain't popping, they'll shelf your shit. And you know, I'm not like Cliffy B actually signed a deal, maybe like a hard line deal with Sony, but you know, they got other shit in their mind. They got shit. I mean, LawBreakers ain't even fucking on the top of their list of shit to really pump out. They ain't even pumping out Helll Blade. That bitch just came out too. You know, like Helll Blade just fucking came out to mixed reviews, but still, it just came out, and they not pumping that shit neither. So it's not like they pumping, you know, one over the other. It's just that motherfuckers ain't really feeling that shit right now. You got Jack Purchase. He's like, what up, live? What game will you first play on your X? That is a good question. Fuck. Whoo, that is a good one. Um, you know what? I might play something like Super Lucky Tales first. Just so I don't have to choose between one of the others, you know? Like I'll play something that I know I'm not gonna stay on very long. You know, I know I'm gonna beat Super Lucky Tales, but it's not gonna keep me on there like on some crazy shit. If it does, that game is way better than I thought it was. You see me playing Super Lucky Tale like on some hardcore shit, you'd be like, yo, that shit is way better than I thought it was. I play Voodoo Vince here and there, but that's just to really beat it. You know, I mean, it's cool, but it's mad old like Voodoo Vince. So it's like those I didn't really like. The funny thing about games like Voodoo Vince is you don't realize how old they are, except for when you realize they don't have no waypoint arrows and shit. Like you basically got to figure out where the fuck you got to go next and pay attention. Like you can't just be talking to people. They give a direction, and then in that game, like you be walking around in a fucking maze, and it's not that big. It's not really open world, but like you have no fucking clue what to do if you don't listen. Like that shit is crazy. But I think Super Lucky Tales is closer to Mario, so I don't know. It looks interesting. You know, people always say, you're like, why would you play that game and not get a Mario game? Well, listen, motherfucker, I don't want to buy a console just to play fucking Mario. If Mario was on Xbox, I'd buy it, right? Would I buy every one? No. I wouldn't buy every one. I didn't buy every fucking Spider-Man. I didn't buy every fucking X-Men game or whatever the fuck. You know, there's certain shit I like. And if it interests me, I'll buy it. And it's something different. I haven't played anything like it. You know, I didn't get what was the other game? That Banjo Kazooie type game. I forget the shit that ukulele. I didn't get that shit. It looked okay, but I didn't get it. I didn't get fucking what was that game that just came out with the guy that teleports? It looked interesting, but I passed on that shit for right now too because I'm like, there's certain games that I'll be like, yeah, I'll play that shit and I'll beat it, but I'm like, do I really need to play it? I got a shit ton of games I ain't finished. I probably need to finish those shits first before I start fucking around and getting trapped in another goddamn game that is gonna take up my time. You know, like I still gotta finish that goddamn what's the hell that shit? I still gotta finish Titanfall. I still gotta finish shit. I gotta do the Shadow of Mordor DLC. Which I don't really count that as finishing. I mean, I beat the main game. That's all that really matters. I'll play that other shit but I don't even know if I'll even beat that shit. I don't know, man. That Shadow of Mordor's that shit is hot, but that shit is still a long fucking game, man. So that's a lot of time you got to put in that shit. And I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, so for me, it's like I don't know, it's iffy ground. I might still get it, but I probably won't get that shit day one. I probably rock out with Assassin's Creed over Shadow of Mordor, personally. Even though Mordor probably is gonna get the better review and all that shit. But yeah, you know what? I don't know. I might go with Crackdown actually. I said Super Lucky Tales, but I might fuck with Crackdown first. I might go play Crackdown and go straight to multiplayer. People be like, you didn't want to look at the graphics of Forza? I'm like, yo, I know this shit gonna look dope. I'm good. I just want to play this motherfucker Crackdown because that's the shit I've been waiting for the goddamn longest. I'm gonna go inside some building. I'm gonna write my motherfucking name on the wall, and then it's gonna be on and popping. Let's see. And who else is up in here? It says Shadow PUBG is also on PC. Yeah, I know that. I mean, I ain't got the PC to run it, but I mean, nah, I wouldn't even try. I probably could do it, but my thing is like, I ain't gonna be one of those dudes taking all the shit out in order to play it. Plus, I want to play on controller, and there's no like separation as far as I know, separation between PC and controller. So I ain't trying to be somebody, go in there and get the dog shit kicked out of me. Nah, I'm good. That shit don't sound like fun at all. Let's see. Toxic Radio. This nigga dumb. Saying Persona 5 has pedo shit in it. All right, well, you disagree. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I mean, maybe don't. I don't know what the fuck. Like, if you like it, fuck it. Like, who am I to tell you what you can't fucking play with? Look, man, if you like that shit, like that shit. Or, I don't particularly care for it. I think it's fucking weird. But if you don't think it's weird and you think it's not pedo-ish, all right, go ahead, go along with it. I don't know what the fuck he tell you. Goddamn fucking fire truck. We're good. What's going on, honey? Let me see. Let me see what else is up in here. It says Crackdown will sell less than 6 million. So, okay. I mean, all right. You act like 6 million is like a terrible number. Like, I don't know how much Crackdown will sell, to be honest. I don't know. It might sell 6, it might sell 3. I don't fucking know. But I know motherfuckers will be playing it because we've been waiting for that shit, so I think at least 1 million probably get it probably during the holidays. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't worry about that shit with sales, man. It's not my fucking job to sell Xbox to people, contrary to popular belief, I don't get a fucking check from Microsoft to sell Xboxes. I just like it, But I mean, just like my favorite sports teams, I like them too. But they don't pay me to fucking root for them. I just do. I root for them because I like those teams. I like the players on those teams, Like, I like the Nets. They suck, but I like them, I root for them to get better. I look at their potential and see what they do and then hope they get better. I'm also a Lakers fan. I root for the Nets on the East Coast and Lakers on the West Coast. I was a Lakers fan when they had Magic. I was a Lakers fan when they had Shaq and Kobe and Nick Van Exel and the fucking crew. Even when they just had potential, I was like, yeah, they got potential, and hopefully they'll make something of it. So look, man, I don't really care about sales overall, to be honest. I mean, because it's not really my job. You know what the thing is? I think that people get caught up with sometimes is the whole marketing shit and the sales. It's like people worry about like Microsoft not marketing enough and doing this and doing that. I'm like, yo, marketing costs money, and especially in this day and age, there's no one way to market. Like, people feel if your shit ain't on TV, it's not popping. And unfortunately, that's not the way things are run anymore. I know. I fucking work in marketing. Social media is one of the biggest forms of marketing nowadays. I mean, people don't think so, especially in it seems like that in the Xbox community. We there's a lot of us that think that if it's not on TV, then it's not worth shit. Well, the thing is, you got to look at it this way. TV costs a lot more, right? Is it actually cheaper to put your shit on Hulu and fucking who else has it and on demand, like for cable and shit, than to put it directly on TV? It's way cheaper, right? Because you're talking about millions of dollars you're going to be spending just to put it on TV. Not to say that's why Microsoft did this Taco Bell partnership, so they don't have to take the full brunt of the load of paying for advertisement. And it works in both of their favors. It gets people that normally wouldn't go to Taco Bell to go to fucking Taco Bell. You think there's certain people that be like, oh no, I won't go Taco Bell to get no fucking taco for no goddamn Xbox. That's just dumb. I'm like, listen, man, all it has to do is get you one time. That's all it has to do. get you one time, and they got, you know, what they paid for. Because you got to realize there's a lot of motherfuckers in America. You know, like just because you didn't get Taco Bell today doesn't mean that nobody went. I'm just like, people act like that shit though. They be like, well, I didn't go to Taco Bell today, so nobody else did, huh? Like, no, motherfucker. Like, there's McDonald's commercials on every fucking day, on damn near every fucking channel, right? But you don't go to McDonald's every time you see a McDonald's commercial. But guess what? It's not even necessarily the commercial. It's not like this is the thing that people tend to forget. It's not the commercial when you saw it is going to make you get off your ass and go get it. Not every commercial is a call to action commercial. It's not like you're sitting down, you're like, fuck it, I'm hungry. And then McDonald's commercials comes on and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go to McDonald's. No, bitch, that's not how that shit work. What happens is when you get fucking hungry, if you see a commercial enough, the first thing that'll pop in your mind based on how many times you saw that commercial is that fucking product. Now, that's what has really helped with PlayStation sales. Now, the thing is, that shit costs. So unless you're getting hella money and hella people coming through, it's not going to be worth it. That's why Microsoft is probably taking a backseat due to marketing. Because if you're playing second fiddle, you're being outsold by PlayStation almost, 2-1. They got 60, you got 30, right? They're paying, what was it, last quarter? They were like $400 million in fucking marketing on PlayStation, right? But the thing is, they got to make that shit back. Like, PlayStation can't just throw 400 million in the wind. They got to 400 million got to go out and it got to come back. Right? Now that's not how many like, all right, so they make a couple off they'll make a few dollars off the console sales and make a few dollars off the software sales. And they come up they get a slight profit from that, Now Microsoft could do the same thing, but if people, you got a lot of weird shit going on with the media and just like, just weird shit. They got to get past that perception shit. So to me, I think they just stood back and they're working on their perception first. But like, look, man, we got to change our image. Our thing is we got to make sure that the narrative has switched. We got to make sure that people understand what we're trying to provide. We can't just put out fucking commercial, and then nobody buy the shit. And then we're sitting here, fans will be like, yo, Microsoft, I saw a such and such commercial. It was on every channel. And maybe it does a mill, right? But if you didn't make that money back, because $1 million is not that fucking much. It really isn't. Especially if you got a commercial on all the fucking time, that shit gonna cost your ass. So you got to make a lot of fucking sales in order to make up for that shit. And if the money ain't looking right and they think it's looking funny and they're like, yo, we make more money off of not doing commercials than we do off of fucking commercials, the fuck you gonna do? Like, think about this. Put it into your work, right? Most small businesses, they don't do advertisement. Like, they don't do commercials and shit like that. But what they do is they try to figure out, grassroots ways of advertising. That's basically what Microsoft is doing. Microsoft is literally trying to figure out how to make grassroots marketing the most profitable way of marketing, because it's the cheapest way to do it. So mind you, these guys have the most money, but they're trying to figure out the cheapest way to do it. That shit is not abnormal. That's what most rich motherfuckers do. We all know that people with money try to figure out ways to make more money without spending a lot of fucking money to do it. We know that. Yes, you got to spend money to make money, but you ain't got to spend all your goddamn money to make money. PlayStation just put out a $400 million, but you got to understand the situation that they were in. Like, their shit was dire. They have to keep up the perception of PlayStation is better. So if they got to fucking, buy a Bentley and buy a gold chain to make you think that they still the most poppin'est motherfucker in the street, that's what they got to do. Yeah, Xbox might be driving a fucking BMW and wearing just a regular old suit and nothing flashy, but if they revenue was coming in a lot stronger than what this motherfucker is doing with all this shit with PS4, they consider that shit a win. Because even though PS4 is selling more, I don't know if they're necessarily making overall more money than Xbox or Nintendo. I'm just saying. And maybe Nintendo, because even though they sell a shit ton on their exclusives, a shit ton. Because like on average, they sell at least 8 mil. But granted, they don't have anything else to sell. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, people gotta. Microsoft, look, man, they're in the business to make money. Straight up. PlayStation 2, they're just trying to do it the best way they can and the best way they know how. That's all it is. It's just, people thinking that PlayStation are nice guys because they do. No, bitch, it's not how that works. Look, man, they just put out fucking The Dark Tower. Well, it was like a 60. Like, think about this. They put out a movie, Dark Tower, that should have been a fucking mega hit blockbuster, but they skimped on the fucking budget. They only chose to pay, I think the budget was like $60 fucking million. $60 fucking million for that movie. That's supposed to be some mega shit. Like, you would be like close to 100, if not more, for The Dark Tower. You're talking about it's supposed to be like this epic type shit, some Lord of the Rings, some shit like that. And they gimped on it. And it shows the movie wasn't terrible, but it could have been better. You get what I'm saying? And they gimped out on it. And there's a reason for that. They don't got the fucking money to just be shelling out for some shit like that. Now, they made about 20 million in the first opening week. It's not the worst, but expectations were kind of low, right? And from what we see, typically things just go downhill from there. The fucking Dark Tower ain't the Titanic. You're not gonna have a bunch of bitches fucking crawling to the theater every week on in trying to fucking look at Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. These motherfuckers ain't that young no more. You see what I'm saying? You're only gonna get about one ticket out of people. So, the shit is like, the shit is dire right now. PlayStation is doing the best they can with the best strategy that they know how. A lot of Xbox fans are fucking mad at Microsoft for kind of playing softball with the PlayStation and not really coming at their neck on some, we're gonna fuck you up on every angle of gaming. I don't know what that reason is. Maybe they just need competition. I'm not sure. But I don't know. It just seems that you just have to look at the big picture. Gotta look at the big picture, not stay in our own little box about it. But all right, let's see. Let's see. Yo, dude, man, why you dude, just let it go. Toxic radio, just let it go, homie. Let it go. Let it go. Man, I don't know what I said, but it cuts you deep, bro. Let's see. Red Zeke. He said Is it toxic? There is proof. Yo, I put out the video. I mean the clip. And they have a little video tag in it. But a lot of people just didn't want to believe it. They told me that it wasn't real. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I'm just looking at Persona fans argue over that shit. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What the fuck you want me to do? Don't be mad at the messenger. Be mad at the people that started that shit. So go over there and talk to them. Y'all seen the tweets? Go over there. Fuck what go to their threads. But like stop. You tell them to stop putting that shit out. All right. I don't know what you want me to say. Hey, Lil Storm says we ain't linking your dicks. Toxic, go watch Persona 5. The Japanese Cyberman says Japanese culture, I tell you, they wild out there. I mean, listen, man. People always get mad at what I said about that shit, but I'm telling you, like, I learned about this shit in Japan. Like, people acting like I made this shit up. I'm telling you what the dude told me who's Japanese. Like it's real out there. That's what they do, Just because they do it don't mean I gotta agree with it though. Like that's all I'm saying, man. I'm just saying, like there's a lot of weird shit people do in different countries that I don't understand. Motherfuckers eat bugs, grasshoppers in other countries, fucking grasshoppers, chocolate covered or not, they eat them. Guess what, bitch? I'm not doing it. I know they're a great source of protein. And maybe when I'm fucking starving and on my these are my last options, maybe I will go that route. But until then, fuck that shit. Fuck it. I'm not doing that shit. You will not see me eating no fucking grasshoppers. I'm just saying. But they do it in other countries, and they do it, and it's to them, it's like nothing. Like what? Fuck grasshoppers? Oh shit! Give me some. They pop them like M&Ms. So what do you want me to do? I still clown them for eating that shit. I don't see you over there petitioning and fucking crying about me complaining about fucking people eating grasshoppers and how gross that shit is. So get off my nuts. Cyberman, he says their culture is very open. I'm about to go out there and be a porn star. They have a shortage of male stars. No pun intended. Yeah, you probably could, man. It's a little, dude's a little meek out there, just a little bit. Let's see who else is up in here. Red Zeke. No, in the real world, it's strongly implied he rapes. You talking about that the character? Yeah, I mean, true. People talked about it. I seen the little what is it called? The text box. It's it's graphic. It is what it is, man. I don't know why people try to jump out the window to defend it, but man, that's their own business. I just tell people, I'm like, look, man, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But don't jump in front of the bullet for no reason. That's just crazy, bro. Let's see. The last thing I wanted to talk about real quick is LawBreakers. I mean, not LawBreakers. We talked about that shit. Helll Blade. Helll Blade looks pretty good. And I think the thing that's appealing about that game is it's $30. And I think that's what cats got to do, like to really push these games. And you want people one graphically looks extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. I saw somebody playing it on a fucking rig, and it looked really good, really good. I mean, it also looked pretty good on the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. So it's no matter where you play it, the game is gonna look really good. Now the struggle is it's a walking simulator of sorts. But it's $30, so I can't typically the walking simulator we would shit on it and say, yeah, it's that walking simulator bullshit. But to be honest, $30, that's like 2 movie tickets. It's like 6 to 8 hours. And they kind of mess with it where it's like you only could die about 10 times and then the game will start over. So you have that kind of Bloodborne type of thing going vibe about it. So I feel you're gonna get your money's worth. You will get your money's worth from this game, especially if you're interested. Now it's a little weird, a little strange, a little quirky. It's not perfect. Combat is a little iffy. Character models all look very similar, but with that being said, I think it's a solid experience. I mean, look, you can beat it in a day or maybe a quarter of your day, and it's something you could think about, man. It's solid, you know. It's definitely worth a pickup if you have a PS4. And that's all I say about it. You know, like those games, I can't complain about, man. I can't. You can't. You're not gonna see me shit on the game. The game is solid. You know. You're talking about Lawbreakers doing worse than Battleborn. Yeah, it's bad, bro. Yeah, Del Clay, it's bad. But guess what? PUBG ain't gonna do like that on be running like that on Xbox. You gonna walk in? Okay. Try to get your exercise on. You all right? You ain't fat yet. You got your good shoes on? Okay. All right. I'll see you when you get back. But D Truth. Well, oh, DT Roof, my bad. No, it is D. Is it D Truth? Oh, I get it. Play on words. Ha ha ha. D Truth. He says, you don't have permadeath in the game. Wait, you don't have permadeath in the game? I thought it was in the game. That's what I was told. It says, Cyberman says, PUBG is impossible to see those numbers with 100 player servers. You know what? The thing that's crazy about PUBG, they just announced that they're going to get a first person server for people that want to play PUBG in first person instead of third person. I think that's hot. You know, especially because right now they only have one map. Like they did all this on one map. Like just literally, there's just one map. That's it. You know, you go to one map and you go fight, and that's it. That's crazy. You got 6 million people jumping on just to murk each other on one map, the same map over and over again. Now, granted, it has different destinations and locations to that map, but still, it's one map, man. That's just crazy. Let's see. Let's say Masaka I just grinding out on the run escape. Should have 85 smithing by tonight. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what the hell are you talking about? This is like some other language, even though it's English. Want to be my minor slave for what? I don't know. This is some other shit. I don't know. This is like code. I don't know what the fuck this means at all. But okay, good luck with that, whatever that is. It says Del Clay says PUBG gonna smash. Yeah, man, that shit. I think that shit's gonna hit hard when it get like. I think that shit's gonna do 2 million a month. It might do 3. Like that shit's gonna hit hard. I think one is gonna be $30. 2, a lot of people gonna get it due to word of mouth. Word of mouth. You know what? Yeah, it might hit between 1 and 3. I think because people got to remember, Ark did a million in. I think Ark did a million 10 days. Was it? It was something crazy like that. Like it did a mill dumb quick. And that shit was like $36. I remember I bought that shit. And I don't even play it. I bought that shit I realized that I was like, fuck, I got to do a lot of shit in order to play this shit. Like people that stuck around enjoy the shit out of art, but like people like me that you play it, then you got real intimidated by it because you're like, what the fuck? And like this shit is wild. Like this mad shit going on. Like I was with a group of dudes and they was building generators. I was like, how the fuck are you building a goddamn generator? This shit is insane, bro. But yeah, man. Cyberman says y'all better watch out for NBA Live 18 this year. It looks pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna wait and see. It looks good. They got the right strategy though. They added a lot. Like so, they added the WNBA. That's a nice little ad. They also added they always had street, but they put more emphasis on it, I should say. So instead of just kind of having that's like something in the background, like if they put it on the cover where it's like, all right, you got the street ball, like this is it allows you to play kind of like street ball, and then it lets you play like professional, which obviously 2K has as well. But Live just put more emphasis on it. All right, and then they also got the $40 price tag, so it's going to be $20 cheaper than NBA 2K. Now that was NBA 2K strategy when they were trying to fight back EA when Live was popping, and 2K was trying to get people just to try it. Now 2K to me was always the better game, but it was like hard for me to convince my friends to play it because Live had all the presentation, like the presentation was better. They had all the sneakers, they had all the other paraphernalia in there. They had the best soundtracks because, like, remember 2K back in the day, it's not like they had bad soundtracks. It's just that they had a bunch of underground artists. So they went the whole underground artist route because they had no fucking choice. They literally could not get anybody else to do music for their game. And it became crazy. It's like then we started getting like a lot more, you got a lot of older artists and so you got older artists and then some budding underground stars. And then when 2K exploded and became 2K, then you were getting like all the, mainstream people wanting to do shit on 2K and shit. But yeah, Live's taking the right approach. I just gotta see the gameplay and mechanics. Like I've been playing 2K since the first one. This is 2K18. This is crazy. That means I've been playing 2K for 18 years. Some motherfuckers ain't been alive 18 years. This shit is crazy, bro. Like I like, yo, this shit's crazy. Like I know kids that is like 16, 17 years old. They weren't alive when NBA Live 2K. I mean NBA Live, NBA 2K first came out. Like that shit's crazy, yo. And that was my shit. NBA 2K. What? That shit introduced me to, like, I wasn't even a big sports fan until I started playing 2K. 2K was what got me into sports. It wasn't like I was watching ESPN and then started playing. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even like sports at first. I was not a big sport. Like, I liked when I was playing, but I wasn't like one of those dudes that I watch ESPN, watch all that shit. I just didn't. I didn't give a fuck. It wasn't until I went to college and then I became like a fucking sports crackhead. Like ESPN stayed on. My roommates fucking hated it. Like they were like, yo, we turned him on to this shit and now he won't let the shit go. God damn it. Just can we watch something else other than ESPN, sir? Like this shit is crazy, bro. Yeah, but live should do all right, man. What the fuck, man? Turn this shit off. Okay. Yeah, but live should do all right. If the mechanics are better, it should do better, man. I just need to see more from, like, to me, I don't know if it looks like it's gonna play any better. I mean, yeah, it's gonna play a little bit better, but like play to the standard that like I don't want to play live and it don't feel as good as 2K. Like I'm not stepping back. I'm just not gonna do it. And I'm not even buying 2K day one probably. I probably wait on that shit. Cause listen, man, I bought 2K17. I didn't even play the shit. I played it like a few times here and there, but I don't even play it like that. I mean, it's not really because the game's bad or nothing. It's just my team. I played with the Nets. They were just all over the place, man. It's hard to play with a team when they fucking suck. And this year coming up don't look much better. But maybe the talent's a little bit better. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. But last year was a fucking struggle. And Chris Hughes was like, "Live. Thank you for the educational journey in the life style of the Japanese gamer." I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not saying every Japanese gamer is the same, bro. It's like they're all different. Um, and I mean, shit. There's Japanese gamers that just fucking like PUBG. They don't even like. Look, you'll be surprised. Like people think that Japanese people just run around watching manga all day and shit. They don't. There are people that do, but they don't. Like shit. When I was out there, most of the people I kicked it with did not fuck with manga like that. You know, it would be like if somebody in America just were looking at comic books. I don't know that many people in America that just look at comic books all day. Like, yeah, when I was a kid, sure, but like as an adult now, I don't know many people that collect comic books. They might still have some in their stash, but they don't talk about them like that. And if there's something that they're hyped about, it's just something that they remember from their childhood. But it ain't like I don't know. I mean, like look, shit ain't that different over there than it is here. Yeah, they have a little, they emphasize certain things over others, sure. But for the most part, people are people, where basketball, baseball, and football are kind of like our national sports. Martial arts is the thing over there. Everybody basically has to know some form of martial arts, whether they like it or not, whether they are good in it or not. You know, it is what it is. Most people could show you how to shoot a basketball in America, even though they might not be good at playing basketball, but they can show you how to shoot it well enough that you'll be like, oh my God, that's amazing, right? Well, guess what? Somebody in Japan can show you how to fucking do a judo takedown well enough, even though maybe they're not the best at doing it. I'm just saying, like it's kind of like the same shit, yo. It's just a different emphasis on, a different activity. All right, let's see. Who's next? I already pre-ordered NBA 2K18 on Amazon, getting it for $47.99. Fuck, who's next? What does you got on Amazon? How the fuck you get on sale? But look, this shit ain't even out yet. You getting a disc? I just want the code. I don't do disc no more, man. I'm all digital, baby. The truth was going to add to Persona 5 to my backlog until K Mega went off on that game. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy, man. When he went into the whole thing about the fucking fighting the dick, I was like, oh hell no. Hell no, I ain't playing this shit. He was like, I was only one dick I want to look at, and that's my own. That's it. Any other dicks is not accepted. Fuck that. All right. Yeah, I don't know. There is a bit of an exception. I don't know. Japanese art. I don't know. They just fixate on young girls. It's just a fixation. Like think about it. You don't really see them like it's all about young girls. They don't really like rarely do you ever see them ever have a female character that's actually, in her 20s or in her 30s. It's always like somebody who's very barely fucking legal. Like this shit is very weird, but it seems like they control that shit. It's no different in Hollywood. Hollywood be on their weird shit. Let's not. We can't act like Hollywood don't be on their weird shit. They do, you know, but they just don't fucking put it on display like that. We know that that's how they are undercover. We know they be doing some weird shit, but they just don't display it out in the open like in Japan. They just I don't know. They just be like fuck it. It is what it is. Let's see. Cyberman, and it looks like you can level up your player, pick skills, choose jump shot style layups, and even go Lonzo ugly ass jump shot in the game. I guess you talk about 2K. Wait. Oh, the live demo comes out tomorrow, and the full game out the 18th of this month. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do the live demo. I'll try it. Look, if the live demo is hot, shit, I have to say, man, I might get it. Look, if it's hot and I fuck with it, and I'm like, yo, this shit is butter, I might fuck with it, man. Especially if it's $40. Then again, I might just wait. The heck? Inform. Who is it? Hello? Yeah, but I'm currently working. Uh, all right. All right. Bye bye. Fucking surveys. All right. Fucking government questions. All right. Let's see. Back to what I was saying before. Let's see. What else is up here? I said, okay, who's next? I got tired of paying 60. Oh, wait. You did the Amazon Prime shit. Wait, it is still? Really? But see, you got to pay for the Amazon Prime. That's why. How much is that? Wait, how much is that per year? Or is that I got paid per month? Is that? So I don't be buying shit from Amazon like that. I mean, I guess I could, but I just don't. I just gotta know how much that shit costs per year. Maybe I'll think about it. Yeah, that's true. You get 2 games for $100. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, because I mean, Xbox does do their rewards and shit, but that shit does take hella long though. That shit do take hella long for that shit to rack up, unless you spending fucking dough out the ass. What the fuck is this? I don't know. Fucking rags. Rags be on his rag. That name fits him. That motherfucker's annoying. I mean, his goddamn PC. Man. Well, I'm about to get off of this shit. Man, I've been on here. I gotta fucking make some dinner because I'm hungry. Actually, I might make some fucking pizza. Fucking, I ain't had pizza in a minute. My wife ain't gonna eat it because she picky as fuck right now, but I'm gonna eat that shit. But you know what? I gotta check. But anyway, man, this is your boy Live. It was good chatting to y'all. So why don't I like Persona 5? I don't care, bro. I don't give a shit about Persona 5. I just had a single comment and people just ran with it, bro. People just got butthurt about it. So I don't really care. I mean, people can play what they want. I ain't trying to stop people from playing what they want. You know, people act like I'm out here burning Persona video games and shit. I don't give a shit. People want to play with that motherfucker, slapping them with the dick upside their head. That's their business. But that's not gonna be me. I'm good. No, thank you. But anyway, this is your boy Live Wire. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. But I'll see y'all tomorrow on GRG. And I'll be on Xbox, man. Probably see if I can play some Sea of Thieves. I know the shit went, you know, they turned off the server today, but maybe they got it back up. Hopefully soon, so I can play another session, man, because that shit was fun as hell. But anyway, man, I'm out this bitch, baby. Peace.